Hi everyone, it's good to be back on YouTube again, and okay, I have to get used to talking to the camera and not looking at. Okay, and some of the things that I learned about working in a nursing home and going to school is that if you do not have like strict like self-care, and if you do not know how to say no, you will easily be snatched up and taken advantage of by the managers and the nurses, because there is a demand for CNAs and med techs, and if you do not know how to say no, they'll notice that and they'll constantly call on you and say, hey, can you work this day, can you work these holidays, blah blah blah. And or if somebody calls off, you'll be the first one they text. And and there I've experienced this. Like, I didn't know how to say no, years ago, and because of it, I was always, I always picked up shifts. I ended up like working myself to death basically, and I ended up, not doing so well. And then, after a lot of reflection, I noticed that I just, I should have said no. I should have thought about myself first. Yeah, there's money, you could earn a lot of money, but it's not worth it at the end. And when you do work yourself to death, you get behind in school and you just don't do your best. And when you're going to nursing school, you need to get A's, period. Like, you can't get B's. I mean, I guess you can get B's, but you do want, to you want you want to do your best to get into nursing school. So it's um you just, and your GPA counts for a majority of nursing schools. There's some nursing schools that don't don't count the GPAs. They count more for grades in your prereqs, but you just gotta learn how to say no, or school will be behind, and your goal will be you know um, move back, and you don't want that. You want to finish as soon as you can, but if it does take a while, then that's okay too. For me, it took a very long time, and I'm close into getting into nursing school now, and I'm super proud of it, but it did take me a while. I did have to work, and I did have to go to school, and school had to be part-time for a while. But now that I'm getting into nursing school, I'm just kind of like, okay, what can I do to where I'll be stable enough if I don't have to work? Where's that money gonna come in? So learn how to say no, okay? Because they'll find somebody else eventually. Something will, that, like, don't think that the facility is on your back, because they'll find someone really quickly. I don't know. I could go on and on about saying no to them, but that also, another thing is that I learned is that you have to know, cover your ass is a thing, CYA, because there's so much regulations that you have to follow when you're working, and if you don't, like I said, cover your ass, if you don't document, if you see something and don't say anything, and then eventually, somebody snitches, then you're at fault, and you can get in so much trouble. And especially if you're going into nursing school, you do not want to get in trouble early, before you even get into nursing school, because I mean, look at what your record holds. So I mean, a lot of times these regulations aren't followed because of the company, because the company, it's not just the nurses that are working on the floor, it's the company. They just don't follow regulations, and if that makes you at fault, then you need to get out of there. If they're constantly doing stuff, you need to get out, because it's gonna fall back on you. Some part is gonna be where you're at fault, and you can't have that. So CYA, everybody. There's so much, like I said, there's such a demand for CNAs and med techs that you need to, you could go find another facility, you could find another agency to work at. It's not just, oh, it's this job. No, you know? Um, so CYA, what was my first thing? It was learn how to say no. And another thing would be get some good shoes is my thing. Your feet are gonna hurt. Okay, I wore, you know, it's one of those comfortable socks, like those, like Ted Hose type socks with some good shoes. My feet are weird. Let me show you an example. So these type shoes, it says soft top dual max, and these are like really like good shoes. These are like expensive shoes, right? But they hurt my feet at the end of my shift. Like they hurt so bad. Oh, and also, okay, for CNAs, you know, obviously you walk up and down, you're constantly walking. For med techs, you're also standing for a very long time. And I have like, I don't know if I do not have like an arch, but these type of shoes hurt my feet. Like I couldn't do it, you know. And for some reason, the cheaper shoes that I bought, they were like heaven to my feet. And they're dirty, but these type of shoes that I got were so much better. And these were like $20 at Shoe Carnival versus this was like $40 at Shoe Carnival. They were both on sale, but these were more expensive versus this. This was like, I don't know. I really enjoyed wearing these. So I would get some good shoes. I would, you know, I would get some good shoes because, you know, at the end of your shift, if you're just tired, if your feet are tired and stuff, you're going to become lazy. You're just, you know, it's nothing wrong with being lazy, you know, but, you know, to not want to do your work and stuff, it'll put you behind, and you don't want to do that. Another thing is that, let's see, what else? I also don't know what I want to do with my hair. Sometimes I leave it down like this and it's like floofy, and I have a square face, and I feel like every time I leave, it feels like every time I leave my hair down, it makes it look like more square. So I think I'm just gonna put it back because it kind of gives my face like, it looks a little bit cleaner, you know? But anyways, what else was I gonna say? Get good shoes, follow regulations, say no. Document. Just make sure y'all don't lose focus while you do work. You know, this type of job is very draining because you put all your energy into taking care of all these residents, patients, you know, whatever. And when you just get drained, you just don't want to do anything. So just, you know, just know how to relax and take care of yourself, know how to rewind, you know, and put yourself back together. Because a lot of times, sometimes, you know, you don't know what you're getting yourself into, and then like a week will go by and then you'll be like, damn, like, why am I so out of balance, you know? And if you don't know how to get back to your, you know, normal state and be in balance, then you're just gonna lose it. You know, what I do is I listen to like my little Native American music, and it just makes me, and it's on YouTube, you know, you could just type in like meditation music, Native American music, and you know, listen to some nice music, you know, light up a candle, and it'll make you, you know, it's okay, right? It'll make you like just be within yourself, you know. But it's more of like you'll feel, but I mean, I think you guys get the point. Okay, do my eyebrows look symmetrical? Somewhat, right? I'm also very surprised that there are good companies out there, I'm sure, but I've also seen a lot of companies that don't have morals, that are in there for the money, and they do not care about the patients or residents. They just care about admissions and meeting the census, and it's so wrong. It literally like gives me goosebumps. Like it literally gives me goosebumps because of how inhumane a lot of companies are, and it makes me just so angry. And I feel like as future nurses and CNAs and med techs or anybody in, you know, the field, we have a responsibility. If we see something inhumane going on, we need to say something, because if we, you know, if you do say something, you could be saving your patient's life, someone's life, you know, your family's, a family member, like a mom and dad, you know, we have a responsibility, you know, and stuff like that can be draining depending on the company that you work for. But at the same time, there's also like very good things, you know. You go home and you're happy because Mr. Joe likes you, and he only likes you, and you know, you have a special connection with him, and you have those connections with residents. You know, you've seen some improvements with this person's, you know, wound, or you know, there are a lot of good things that happen, you know, and sometimes you make friends. A lot of times there's a lot of drama, but whatever, you know. Just stay out of it. But you make a lot of friends sometimes, and some connections, and you know, you meet good people. You can meet some really good people. You know, I always remember all the good people that were in my different, you know, facilities or agencies that I used to work at. I remember all the good people that did work there, and you know, it really gives you faith. So, all right, guys. Well, I don't know if you want to watch me finish my makeup, but I don't know. I have to go to Dick's later, return some stuff. Looks alright, I guess. Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to me talk and getting ready. I'm about to go do errands now. But I hope that your journey to nursing school and going into nursing school is, you know, a journey to remember. I know it's hard work, but, you know, we're all trying to do it, and we're all trying to overcome, you know, all the obstacles. So good luck to you. Bye.